pay.
All right, up next we got Jar of Pennies by the Gaboon MC.
Let's go.
Yeah, ha, hey, bite that shit, shake it, break it down to the bone. Of course that Corso's gonna take it and bring it back to my home and bury the jar of pennies all up in the backyard. That jar of pennies all off in the backyard. Hey, bite that shit, shake it, break it down to the bone. Of course that Corso's gonna take it and bring it back to my home and bury the jar of pennies all up in the backyard. That jar of pennies all off in the backyard. Well, it's quite simple, the pieces are simple, resemble the parts of a heat-seeking missile. No longer the dull blade, sharp as a gizzard. People have died from the shit that I live through. Getting that paper is all that I'm into. Getting rich on the mental, need snither for rental and dental. False credentials, collect every cent to the decimal. Mr. Quick Syntax, transfer X for paychecks. Now I ain't rich yet, just a little bit older, survive some dumb shit. And bet I can snatch a fly from the sky. And I'm gonna make the base fall to a lower decimal. Trying to fill the bank vault with the bankroll. Hustle heavy every day, roll for the payload. Making a power move pay, jingle the pesos. Paint your weather from the PG with a PB back in grade school. Dickies and low shades, Gaboon is looking way cool. Try to do a waist move, add up and keep with our crew. Only spit out words that are true. The Gaboon ain't no saint, you don't wanna walk in these shoes. I'm trying to do what you can't, I got kids to feed, dude. Hey, bite that shit, shake it, break it down to the bone. Of course that Corso's gonna take it and bring it back to my home and bury the jar of pennies all up in the backyard. That jar of pennies all off in the backyard. Hey, bite that shit, shake it, break it down to the bone. Of course that Corso's gonna take it and bring it back to my home and bury the jar of pennies all up in the backyard. That jar of pennies all off in the backyard. So one day I'ma get to go brick, focus,
Gotcha,
flipped over the
Jeeves.
king shit. Blacking out in the manuscript of Gaboon. Jack chip with the band with the slick. Mig sick with the big pro, ballpoint flame, high big flow. Trying to make the money bundle and a bankroll. Trying to have them hand in hand at making the money grow. The problem had the power and whiskey it soured and it took for fucking ever for my brain to dry out. So I gathered up the marbles, get the fuck about the bar stool. Forget about the past, learn to heal and move on. Hop it on the hustle, get it gone like Emmitt Smith would. Jealous sucker Winwood, fuck the hell off. Gaboon is in the Kimwood, but hard as any Kingwood. The beating on the speaker, knocking pictures off the wall. Gotta crawl for your wall, watch where you stand. It hurts where you fall, cause the levels in the game. They plan to see you fail. Becoming numb to the pain, whole thing is a shame. It's up and hard in the game to stay sane and maintain. Unroll the dollar bill and put it in the piggy bank. Unroll the dollar bill and put it in the piggy bank. Hey, bite that shit, shake it, break it down to the bone. Of course that Corso's gonna take it and bring it back to my home and bury the jar of pennies all up in the backyard. That jar of pennies all off in the backyard. Hey, bite that shit, shake it, break it down to the bone. Of course that Corso's gonna take it and bring it back to my home and bury the jar of pennies all up in the backyard. That jar of pennies all off in the backyard. What?
Well, why is the dollar bill rolled up?
Get the energy to dig that fucking jar of pennies up and go to the fucking store. I don't know why you buried it in the first place.
Hey, so
Beat was nasty.
you know, from the beat to the bars, to the delivery, it gives me like gym vibes. You know what I'm saying? Like it's mean, it's moving.
Yeah,
it's
there's
some
like
shit you
yeah,
can just kinda-
aggressive to it.
Exactly.
I actually really I like the pitch shifting that was going, the little bit of pitch shifting that was going on. It like you could have been doing that way more, even for parts of the verse, and I think it would have made that shit fucking just stand the fuck out. You
Yeah,
know,
no
even
doubt.
more, and I'd have been fucking with it.
No doubt, Slums.
It was interesting because there was a couple like cadence switches. You know, like a couple parts where like he's going a little bit faster, a couple parts where he kind of slows it down or whatever, but. Yeah. Interesting. I'd have to listen back to see, you know, catch if I was missing bars and shit in there. You know what I mean?
1,000.
Hey, that was Jar of Pennies by the Gaboon MC. If you guys fuck with it, go spin it up.